The only way to resolve this problem, right, is by having a say in the shaping of our nation's future. And the only way to achieve this is by exercising our right to vote. The problem is, at the moment we can't. We know it's unfair, but we can't. But given the momentous change Malaysia is going through at present, we can no longer afford to stand by the sidelines and watch the country my father said is going down the drain actually go down the drain. Now, I will take you through, there are a lot of people who think, there are arguments for why overseas voting should not be entertained. Okay, one of the major ones is that we don't pay tax in Malaysia. We don't pay tax in Malaysia. Okay, I will take you through how that argument is fundamentally flawed. Now, you have to first understand what a tax is. A tax is an involuntary payment to a public authority. Okay? Yeah, it is. That is a definition of tax. Okay. When I go back to Malaysia, I like to go out and eat. I like to go out and shop. I pay something called a service tax. I pay something called a sales tax. Those of us who still have ancestral property will also pay property tax through quit rent, capital gains tax, and so on and so forth. Now, we pay different indirect taxes. Therefore, I'm saying that argument is fundamentally flawed. What about those foreigners who do pay income tax in Malaysia? Do they deserve a voting right? Yes. I'm a citizen of Malaysia, but I'm denied my fundamental right as a citizen, my right to vote, on the basis I don't contribute to the economy. Those of us who still have EPF accounts in Malaysia, those of us who still have bank deposits in Malaysia, that amount of money is reinvested in the economy, and it spurs the growth of the economy. So how dare you tell me that I'm not contributing to my economy financially? Oh, this one is a bit interesting. The other argument, the common one, is that we don't make enough an effort to go back to Malaysia to vote. We don't make an effort. We are clamoring for our right to vote. We are fighting for it. And you tell me I'm not making an effort. What do you call an effort then? Go and give people 200 ringgit to vote, is it? I'm driven by anger and all that, right? But look, it's not all doom and gloom. There's still hope. Although there's limited things we can do at the moment, for those of you who became a bit more aware today, take this message back to people who are not aware. Spread the message. And also for those of you who are eligible to vote at the moment, government servants in the crowd, full-time students, please go and exercise your right to vote this time around. Don't let it go. I tell you, it's not all doom and gloom. I still believe my motherland, Malaysia, has hope. Until you and I breathe our last breath, and even after that, my country, our country still has hope. All right, and then finally I wish to just say one thing. Students in the crowd, I've spoken to a few students. I came here as a student myself, and I'm a permanent resident now. A lot of students think you come here to study, just like what my father said, like I'm sure other people's fathers will say the same thing. Go there, study, don't come back, get your PR, stay there. See, when I came 10 years ago, it was easy to do. You study certain courses and all, you get a job in there and then you get a PR. Now, your immigration laws aren't that easy. So if you are here in the crowd or your friends tell you, I'm a student, I don't care about this, it's not going to make a difference to me. In 2-3 years' time when you go back, don't let it be too late. Don't regret too late. Do something about it now. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
I'd just like to add on what Praveen said. Some of us who came over here 5-10 years ago are actually starting to think of going back. You know, we're sitting on the fence. So you may come here now, it's great for a few years. You never know what happens in the future. You may want to go back, you may want to stay here, you may want to move on somewhere else. But wherever you go, you always carry Malaysia in your hearts. It's your home, you can't ever let it go. So with that in mind, thank you all for coming here again and supporting us. Thank you.
It's a very wrong rally, I guess. Alright, thank you very much for being here again. Right now we are pleased to, we have another honored guest. Pleased to welcome Mr. Hong Lim, the MP of Clayton, to say a few words. Thank you, please.
How can I say, what a crowd. You are now still the biggest Bersih rally outside Malaysia. You should be proud of yourself. I must say this is very much in keeping with what Aung San Suu Kyi has always said. Use your freedom, use your liberty to fight for our liberty back home. So you should be all very proud, and I know that Malaysia back there will be very proud of what you're doing today. And let me say, I was so moved and so touched since I attended the first meeting here last July, but also particularly when I attend the public meeting in Clayton Hall in my electorate when you the leader your leader, Dr. Ambiga, addressed the crowd. But what really touched me profoundly is this profound sense of compassion, your passion for your country. Because 40 years ago I visited Malaysia, just 41 years ago, following the riot in KL where the Chinese was singled out, and it was just so sad. But to hear the younger generation in Malaysia who talk profoundly, their profound sense of their country, their care and their concern for the country, and not about Chinese, and not about Malay, and not about India, but Malaysia is so touching, and that they're going to continue to fight until there are two democratic countries really emerge. As Malaysians, you have to ask this question so that the whole wide world can hear, and that is that if Indonesia can democratize, if your northern neighbor Thailand can change their government at will, and if now Burma is on the road to democracy, why not Malaysia? There is no excuse in the world. There is no political party that are allowed to be in power for more than 50 years like in Malaysia. It's not acceptable. Power corrupt. Long power corrupt, absolutely. We have to change for the dignity, the respect for the Malaysian that you all deserve. So I know that this movement, Bersih, is just the beginning. Nobody can stop you because the whole wide world now put that power to be in Malaysia on notice. You are the spearheading of this movement. I hope you never stop, and I know you will never stop because I know that deep down you care so much for Malaysia. The thing that they dish up, right, to stop democracy in Malaysia is so ridiculous, it's so just out of this world that nobody, no civilized country, no civil society anywhere could accept it. It's just denigrate, insulting, and just now put Malaysia in just comparing to any other country in the world. Just very, very insulting. And I know that you care so much because you want to be free, you want to be able to speak, because I know that you want to share in shaping this country, because Malaysia has so much to offer. Malaysia can walk so high, so tall among the ASEAN, and now to be reduced to what it is now is not acceptable. As I mentioned earlier, if the Indonesian, the Burmese, and the Thai can do it, you must be much, much better than that. Having said that, I'd like to appeal to all my Malaysian my Malaysian friends who've been here, who settled here, that they now prosper, they now enjoy their good life here in Australia, that they owe this to themselves, and that they owe Malaysia, they owe themselves, they owe their family, they owe their family back home. The need to be involved, the need to support people like you, all the Malaysian, all the movement, Bersih in Malaysia, because I haven't seen them come out, this complacency, because they've been so molded, so, in a way, you know, very, very hurt in the past. But this is now, this is Malaysia in the 2010s. It's so empowering, and I hope that you all united and march toward this truly democracy that you deserve. So without much more to say, congratulations, you all should be very proud. This is by far the biggest gathering out of KL. And for those corrupted electoral commission, whatever they call themselves there, they should be ashamed of themselves. Because you recall the people's movement in the Philippines. It's the people who were counting the vote in Manila that cried because they know the rigging, the fraud that were perpetrated during the election, and they cannot accept it. I hope that the other staff other than the leader in the electoral commission in KL feel the same, feel the shame, feel the need to change and march out or protest or scream or cry, because this is a country that deserves to be better, and in need. If in Australia, if what you're doing like that, you will go to jail, you will be asked to account because you cannot do what you did in Malaysia in the electoral commission. I'm very passionate about your cause because I came from a country in Cambodia that's been through hell, and I know that this sweeping movement for the spring for democracy cannot be stopped and will never be stopped, because I know that you will not allow it to stop until you achieve what your hunger, what you're dying, your passion for. So congratulations, continue to fight, because the whole world behind you, the whole world watching Malaysia. Thanks very much indeed.
Again, friends and families and brothers and sisters, just for a kind reminder, a gentle reminder, we are not here to bash anybody. We are here for a cleaner election and for a better future. Be reminded. Alright, so we have an official number from Goku about the number of participants here today is 1,250. Again, I repeat, 1,250, not 5,000, not 50,000, not 3,000, not 500. It's 1,250. Alright. Okay, according to the program, I'm supposed to sing. I was supposed to sing and I wrote something, but I don't know whether you guys like to hear it. I don't have the background music. Are you sure? Are you sure? Alright. Awesome.